Okay, here we go. Hopefully, things go well. Unlike they did at around like 5 in the morning. We don't talk about that stream. That stream is a thing of the past. It was its own breed, its own creation of sorts. Anyways, let's hope for some better time and actually getting to the event. I'm hoping things go a little bit smoother. I still have the cats. It's actually worse than when I tried streaming this earlier. Earlier, it was really just like I think, the usual suspects of Artemis, and then now it's a combination of three cats. So, uh, you know, violence may occur. Peaceful violence, okay? Peaceful. Nothing too bad. Nothing too bad. Other than cats, they'll be peaceful to each other. That's the better phrasing. They just won't be peaceful towards me. But it's fine. It is all good. Almost there. Okay, Dendro. Just Dendro. Oop. I think the settings should still be good enough on controls. So let's see if we can just jump right into it. No. Oh, okay, we're in. We're in. I don't know if I'm blocking anything. But working on it. Working on it. Precious Farina is greeting us, as always. But yes, as we see, we're investigating the waters where fish have disappeared from, as that's where we stopped. So let's go. This time for sure we'll find out the secrets and all of that. This Sorry, this just looks like it's asking for boxes to get destroyed. It's literally nothing, probably, but... Let's go.
Fast wheel of life.
Well, okay. We did it. Simple as that. Simple as that. Oh, I froze myself. But yeah, the story of Thelxie and just how it was.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
Are there footprints? As I was saying, and how we're just kind of wondering if there's possibly really this supposed imp or whatever. How it takes different forms depending on the storyteller, obviously too, and all that. But let's find out. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, there's footprints. Okay. What are these about? The footprints extend all the way into the water.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else.
There's a hilitroll dancing in the background.
Wait, did you hear something just now?
No. Maybe be more specific, Paimon. Gurgling noises can be heard coming from the water. The noises grow louder and louder until something emerges with a loud splash. And it's Fremi! Hey!
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Hey, Paimon. Listen here, it's just Fremi.
Paimon? Traveler?
Oh, I'm so unused to hearing his voice through his helmet.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Fremi removes his diving helmet.
Fremi!
Yeah.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called Thelxie.
Thelxie, you say? How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Oh, so you're Oh, okay. So then could you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order.
It's not, but you know.
I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy.
Okay. That's very interesting actually.
Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Could could they possibly be related?
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremi, you never take commissions from other people!
Well, hey, he's trying to get out there more, speak with more people. What do you mean?
Yeah, but she made a special request. But out of
Oh,
respect for
that
her
too.
privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Okay, okay.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate.
Hey.
Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
I don't think Fremi seems cold. I don't think that's quite it, Paimon. Reserved sometimes, yeah. Cold, no.
The fish?
Mm-hmm. Fish have just been going missing recently. Fremi nods slightly and seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly, his breath catches in his throat.
Ah, I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, no, and earlier too, we did hear that they saw supposedly a boy walking towards the waters. Though I don't know if it's actually related to this or if it's sometime before, but it could have just been them seeing Fremi as he was heading over here.
So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's all it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water
mhm.
was also...
Possibly. Just Fremi preparing for another day of work.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremi. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
Hey, don't say that yet, Paimon. You don't know. Maybe there is one out there just waiting to snatch you up.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Don't worry about it. It was just a misunderstanding. Yeah, we'd be happy to help. Is there anything we can do?
Ah, thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
That is actually probably pretty accurate to what would happen in this situation. So in this case, yes, Paimon's correct.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip.
That's weird. I just said Paimon's correct.
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Paimon's right.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Got it. Oh my god, I see a little penguin.
I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try.
Oh.
Hey, Delxie, are you there?
Hello? Oh my god, it's adorable. Okay, let me, I've already spent more time than planned on the transcription module. The work on the Thelxie's main body will be affected if I keep at this. I'll have to put it on hold. Although the diving helmet can still be used to decipher Thelxie's output signal, it'll probably be unintelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie. Sorry, I'm stalling to read this. Medicine left by someone. I think that's everything here. I'm wrong. Oh, there's two. Attempted to install a language output module for Thelxie. The output signal will use a similar cipher to the one used by the House of the Hearth. The benefits are twofold. Not only does the warehouse at the House of the Hearth already have many spare old motherboards, this approach will also make the language module compatible with the diving helmet's transcription module, allowing for quick and easy transcriptions and testing. As for the offset of the cipher, it will just be set to 1 for convenience. Okay. I've hit a snag. I had planned to apply for a transcription module to use for Thelxie, and it would have been the same one as the one used in the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems like I'll have to make one from scratch using the one I have as reference. I'll start looking into it, but it's unclear if I'll have enough time. Okay. I was back at it. Hey, Thelxie, what's up?
So that's Fremine's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
If you say so, bud.
Hey, Thelxie, nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Oh my god. Oh, okay, we're actually gonna bring this up. So can Thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
He's trying, though. We see it.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try.
Seems about right.
I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral,
Okay.
so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What What an imaginative employer! Naming Felxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Felxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Okay. Oh, I know people have sat there and they're deciphering these codes. I'm very interested in looking into that or even trying it myself. I don't think I'll do that on stream or in a video though. That'll be a lot of time for me. I'll sit there and do it piece by piece.
Whoa, Felxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
This is kind of reminding me a little bit. This is kind of reaching, but it's reminding me a bit like Karkata, just a little bit. You know, the air is there.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Got it. Got it.
Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Okay. Test the motherboard. Okay. After pressing, use the left joystick. Wait, so add. Oh, do I have to? No. Okay. Oh, okay. No. I'm sorry. My brain is okay. No. Do. How? Oh, I did it. But how? Oh. Oh, so you just. Okay. I get it now. Okay. I don't. Wait. Oh, I get it, but I'm an idiot at the same time. Okay. Luckily I'm not a puzzle. Like that. There we go. This time for sure. Okay, that's adorable. Hey, what's up, Fremi? What next?
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
Thank you, thank you.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment,
Yep,
right?
yep. We're pretty much experts now.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Thank you, thank you. That's actually really, really comforting. Good to hear. Hey, Felxie. Okay, where exactly is this? Just over... Not too far. Water travels relatively fast, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's go, Farina. What's sparkly down here? Okay, we're gonna use the. Oh, ouch. Rude.
It should be right over
Rude.
there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it.
Let's go, Fremi. I remember these things.
Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Is this one for sure? Wait, what? Full fathom 5 Thelxie's lies of his bones and our coral mate. Well, okay. Another one.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
It's no problem, Fremi. I like spending time with you. Like, see, look, you helped me investigate shit, like, unintentionally, and I appreciate you for it, bud. Oh, isn't that for here? I don't quite know what I need to hit with that, but anyways. I have camp to get back to. No time for offward puzzles. I love underwater exploration so much. It's like some of the first things I do when it comes to exploring the new parts of Fontaine. Okay. Oh, hello there. Are you the requester?
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
Oh.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame Destray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Oh, us. Do I look like a fairy too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Freminet told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
Yeah, no, he didn't want to just spill out anything that could have been personal.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, Would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, just
Yeah.
tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your trouble.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. The music that kicked in.
Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
What's this track called? I really want to listen to it. Just like sit here and listen, but
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for
Aw.
companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
loneliness syndrome?
Mm-hmm. It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
Jesus, do you 2,000 word quota? Okay, Paimon.
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as
Ooh, that's bad.
uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Cilicia plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to the sea animals during the day, and singing between fields of golden Tidalga during the night. Everyone led carefree and blessed lives until the day of the iridescent parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. Before the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branch. Oh, I'm rereading. Whew. Wait, so okay, yeah. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made from all the offered shells and accept the crown from his father and the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
A twist. The Oh wait, okay. The day of the iridescence parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell and the king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. Jeez. Okay. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of the mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
God, this sounds so awful.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide his fantasy?
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition... Here, you can take a look.
Okay, got it.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending.
Mm-hmm.
One
Yeah.
where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremi need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously,
Yeah.
as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremi here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son.
Yeah.
Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremi to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Technically, yeah. No, if we get rid of the monsters there, then it should be all safe. In essence. Yeah.
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance.
Yeah, take it
It's just
seriously.
as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight, or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help,
Yeah,
right?
no. We've got this.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer. because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Will do, don't worry.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds good to me.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremi, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
Okay, we're here to listen.
What is it, Fremi? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Mentally prepare ourselves? For what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Oh, I appreciate the warning, Fremi. I appreciate you wanting to look out for us and all that.
Fremi, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well?
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremi, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director.
Who was the previous director? I actually don't know much about the House of the Hearth, other than, you know, the stuff with the siblings and the knave herself. So that's actually interesting to hear.
They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
No.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, I've seen all kinds of strange and difficult things in life. You've got a point. I'll give it some thought. I want to say a combination of the first and second one, personally here. But I'm just going to say the first.
That's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremi?
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned was...
Ah, so you remembered.
That I did.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon
Oh,
remember?
come on,
Is that
Paimon.
also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
You know what? I'm not even surprised. Suddenly, Fremi pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on his head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just
Oh,
one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind.
oh my God! Did he do that because we were being embarrassing by bringing up his fantasy dream? Oh, I feel bad now. Don't be embarrassed. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're
Oh,
not
come
losing
on,
control of your
Paimon.
fantasies as well?
Hey, Paimon, this isn't that like no.
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Well, then, good guess.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
Sorry. I'm doing this really quick. Oh yeah. Sorry, I wanted to switch real quick. But anyways, back to what matters. And now I want to try on your helmet too. I don't think that's how that works, Traveler.
Well, if that's in order.
Hey, no. I'm just kidding.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Will do, will do. Part 1 complete. Oh! Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so nice. I might actually do some of these at the end. We'll see. I love this. That intro to this menu was really cool. And I like that peaceful music too. Wait, 2 days later. So, early hour. I'm being attacked by a cat. Shoot. I was actually gonna. Okay, yeah, no, I was gonna change my model to. I think that it's a penguin model. It just doesn't have mouth or mouth or eye animations. But I was gonna do it, but I didn't. Okay.
The day's finally come to meet up with.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paimon.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremi. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremi, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Yep, we're all here.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Doxy!
Oh my goodness, look at him! He's precious. Yeah, hello.
Whoa! Doxy's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremi.
We helped too.
I'm giving credit to Fremi, okay, Paimon?
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown?
No problem, let's go.
You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking. Since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw on the page?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon.
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think.
Okay.
We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Foxy's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some
Oh my
companions. Anything else?
Don't forget to add some color.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful! Splendid ideas, everyone!
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Felksy most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
Oh my god.
I'm sure he is, Zuria. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Felksy's fantastic adventures begin now!
Onward! Prince's country. After some time, you arrive at the shore of the underwater kingdom of water imps. Here goes nothing. There we go. Head towards the kingdom of water imps. It says look for materials. So, okay, yeah, there's materials going on this way.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremi.
Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing. God damn it. Nothing of his bones that do fade. We need one more set.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials.
Whoa! Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
I didn't mean to cut him off, I swear. Ooh, okay. Assaulting the water imp kingdom. The beautiful kingdom of water imps is at hand. Warriors together with Prince Thelxie reclaim it from the monstrous accompanying it. I can read. Assistant Thelxie. Oh, we can just use. Oh, okay. I want to just try a random team that I saw once, real quick. Who? Farina was the fourth. I don't know if I should have been paying attention to anything else. I'm just gonna go with this team.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremi found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the kingdom of water imps, Paimon, not ruins.
Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the water imps' colorful houses and the rainbow bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay, it's okay. It's fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Come on, Paimon, let's go and explore this kingdom.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon Fantasy Mode!
I believe you, let's go!
Ahem. Young adventurers,
Oh, dear
'tis
God.
Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, Your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Oh, did you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
The question mark at the end.
My gratitude to your divine highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess Paimon.
Ahem. Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
Okay. Use Prince Thelxie's Water Imps to defeat opponents more easily. After using the skill, Thelxie must charge up before being able to use it again.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of Water. They are called... Hilly Churls of the Deep.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
We got this, guys.
Ah.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it!
Squall and Fury. Bow your head!
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the Deep.
There's no need to fear, my
Lawitcher of the
friends.
Deep, oh god.
His Highness is so strong now that even a diviniture like the Deep would pose no threat to him.
Pair! Dead Reckoning! Getting here! Frost is coming! Getting here! Pair! Frost is coming! Getting here! Commencing cleanup!
Sorry, I'm not the best Fremi user.
Pair! Unsightly insects! The wind rises.
Oh, I didn't use fire response.
Upon the gale. Yeah.
Okay. That could have gone smoother.
It's finally over. So have we defeated the evil monsters and reclaimed the kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremi earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong.
Sure.
We just eradicated all the monsters in one go.
Paimon, it was more like me and Fremi just demolished them all. Unless you were part of that battle. Wherever are you, Goddess Paimon?
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting.
Yeah, look at you go, buddy.
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventure adventures as well. Now that we've reclaimed the kingdom of water imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book.
Let's go.
Zuria and Fremi, why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone draw Goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud.
I'm just calling you out, okay? I'm saying what I want.
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment.
Oh no! The crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
I love this,
Oh,
Fremi.
and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa! The pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
We hope so.
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremi, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to me. We'll be here bright and early.
And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Oh, Thelxie waved her off.
All right, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremi?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Fremi's really dedicated. Fremi's working really hard. Both are very accurate.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because
Oh,
I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face?
Hey, Paimon,
You
don't
turned
call him out.
red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Paimon, no Fremi bullying.
Am I turning red?
Yeah, no, don't tease Fremi. Fuck off, Paimon. What the hell?
All right. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremi. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
See ya. That was rude, Paimon. No teasing here.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Can I hug him? Oh my no. Part 2 complete. Oh my god, he's precious and Paimon had the audacity. Again, we'll be getting to these for sure. Ooh. The puzzle ones are the ones I'm looking forward to the most, not gonna lie. Uh, 2 days from now? Yeah. And I said bright and early and I mean it. Okay, we're going for bright and early. No, like I'm really liking this too. It's just like us mentioning how dedicated he is. Like I always imagined Fremine was a really hard worker. Just, you know, very kind of shy and like not like reserved. But but it is interesting getting to see it in this situation where like there is like emotional stakes in it as well, and just seeing how like he's being very considerate not only of the employer in this case, but also us who is, you know, stumbled across it not knowing everything and anything about it.
Today's the final day of Felxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremi at his camp.
Hey Fremine, we're here.
Hey, Fremi! Felxie! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now.
She hasn't arrived
She
yet?
hasn't arrived yet.
Okay.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her.
Stay
It's
hydrated,
not
guys.
too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler, Paimon.
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
Oh, we haven't been back
What
in like
could have
over
happened?
5 days, right?
That water imp Felxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? What, Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account.
My anxiety just spikes times like 10.
What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know.
Oh no.
The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut Destray.
My mind is going in many different directions. I'm just gonna let this play out.
Wait, let's go to Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
My mind's instantly thinking, okay.
It can't be, right? Lescaut Destray? Zuria Destray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
No, seems like we need to pay a visit to the Destray house.
I'm sorry, miss. We've gotta go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Yeah, no. Thank you for the fucking bomb. But, oh my god, wait. If what I'm thinking is true, that makes it so sad because she's been, like, truly going at it with Belksy being, like, my son and, like, you know, my child, like, that shit. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh, is there a teleporter nearby? There is, thank god. I want answers because I if this is true, this is just depressing, okay? Oh, I need to read that.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Oh, the music's back. Who is the patient? The door opens after a brief moment of silence. A man
This
walks
is the
out.
residence of Zuria Destri, and I am Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness.
Oh no.
Are you her friends by any chance?
Oh, that's so sad. You informed the doctor of all that's happened the past few days between the break.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time.
Oh, that's so... Oh. Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm not crying. No, not yet. But fucking shit, I feel like it. Oh, that sucks.
That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
Okay, this is just me being, you know, obviously emotional and upset. It's like, obviously people, saw a kid pick up shells and all that shit and then walk into the water. Why didn't anyone stop the child? Like, or at least investigate the situation, right? Like, this just all sucks. This all sucks.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how is Zuria now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
That was what I was about to read.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacon, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Oh, sorry about that.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? Well, it's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Thank you. The doctor quickly retrieves the book and hands it to Fremi.
Yes, this is it.
We still need to finish the adventure and the picture book.
That's right. If what Dr. Jalacon said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
That's possible, but we also... Because in this state, she's basically in hardcore denial of what actually happened. And maybe if she gets, a piece of news saying that, he's at peace, and all this other stuff, maybe it will actually make it better. It's really hard. Grief is the worst, okay?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We'll have to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Okay. We gotta go.
Strike a pose!
The sea goddess hath rung his... No? No, that's it. Ding dong, hark, now I hear them. Ding dong, bell. Okay. That's a little bit further. Let's get straight to it. We need to do something. We don't want more tragedy here. Evil never sleeps and has secretly smuggled away the crown that rightfully belongs to the Prince Thelxie. Warriors, defeat the abominable thieves and take back Thelxie's crown. Will do. Trying to think of a good team. Ooh, they're flying creatures. Wait. I can bring a bow user, technically. Maybe blue? It does dealing more physical damage, so I think choosing Zhao is okay. A good physical character would be Eula. She's not one of the level 90 people. I don't care. We're gonna try this.
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure.
We gotta do this.
And then she'll be able to recover, right, everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
There we go. Let's go. We're all on the same page.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers. Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown. They're... the deep-sea Cyclops. Let's beat them up!
Worthless! Here!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
Okay,
No need to
we got
fear.
this.
Prince Thelxie looks stronger than ever today. He must... Oh, this is the final enemy, right?
Let's go, let's go.
Leave the crown for you now, Your Highness.
Go. Sacred name, fortune preserve.
Disappear! Here! Here!
Woo. Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you'd think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe everything for you.
We'll tell you the whole story.
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremi, and... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He
Oh.
recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Zarya.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Mama loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zarya talking to Thelxie?
What is Thelxie saying?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Fremi walks up to you and pulls out his diving helmet before placing it on your head. Oh.
Mama loves you too.
But I love you more, Mamo.
Fuck. Okay, ouch. Ooh. Wait, what is this?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Fuck. Ah.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Fucking shit. Oh, keep him up. Oh. Three days later at Fremi's camp.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremi, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zarya? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well.
That's really
She
good.
said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well.
Nice and helpful.
She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the
Makes
original.
sense. Makes sense.
It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
It could be Paimon, but let's not always go that.
Perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So perhaps fantasy is not just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Well, what if what if a miracle truly did happen, Paimon? You saying it's not possible?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
Oh. No, I didn't cut Fremine's last words off after that beautiful quest. No. And we got the whole picture book here. Hold on. Okay, let's see. These are usually over here, if I'm remembering right. Read. Oh my god, it's all the artwork. I really liked this quest line. Even though it did unexpectedly hit me very hard in the heart. But you know, think this works? Okay. I'm just moving on instantly into like little mini games. Okay. Oh. So you think like that? Right? Right? I don't know if there's limits. Oh, well, there's limit of 15, but ooh, they don't have to be based off the color, right? I don't I don't think so. Let's find out. Hold on. Okay, okay, cool. Ooh. Okay. That you, though. Do I have to use those? I feel like I might have to. No, 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 no. This spot is like necessary, so I'm genuinely wondering. Do I need that, or can I just do that? No, you need it. Okay. How then? But that also needs to go there. No. Okay. Okay, so I can get a clue if I'm, you know. Oh, wait. Wait, okay, wait. What if I... Okay, hold on. Do that, and then this would take a lot, but... Barely save space, but right? I don't know why I didn't think about that in the first place. Okay. Did it! That might have been the only way to do it. I don't know. Let's see. When a signal passes through an inductive switch or of a specific color, the branching path connected direction will change. You can repeatedly activate such inductive switches this way. Um... Wait, so that one needs to... Like that, but how do I... Oh, okay. Okay, it just does automatically. Thank God. Okay. I was a little scared. So this one's gonna go first, so. Right? Because this and then it'll go there first, and then... That should work, just automatically. Oh, no. 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 Okay, so it moves... Okay. Wait. So I need... No. Yeah? I don't know. I want to intentionally make this a little bit longer. I don't know. No. That's still wrong. Okay, how do I... Oh, wait. Because it switches the second that gets pressed, right? At least I thought it did. I don't know. I'm going to keep messing around until... How does that work then? Wait. Because, yeah, no. So the blue is going to trigger that one. I don't know. I'm clearly, like, just messing around here. Maybe this is the one that needs to be unnecessarily long. And then just make this short and simple. Okay, make it unnecessarily long and you got it. Okay. Probably was a simpler way to get that done, but... Okay. Then make it at the same time. I don't know. Let's fuck. Yeah, okay. So the line is that one will flip this. And then this one flips that, but hold on. I need to just rewatch that again. Okay, yeah. I don't know. So they actually don't. They don't. Okay. Because when they're both at the same time, they just cancel each other out. What? Okay. Okay, the hints, these two, and then this. I don't know. I just said I don't know, and I wanted to just do it all together like that. Okay. I think this is the last one I'm gonna be doing because I think I need to take a bit of a break before I do my other stuff. So that should switch it to here, which would make it go down. Ooh. Okay. I almost like obviously it'd be like this and then this, but in a sense of like in a line. But once this hits, it wouldn't go towards 1 anymore. But it starts at 2. So maybe no, because the switch will get flipped and you'll go. So I think these ones are important, but it's... Hold on. No! Okay, so that kind of worked, but didn't at the same time. Okay. Because, yeah, that, but then I need number 1 to be a little bit slower. Maybe? I'm willing to go hella extra, okay? Ooh! I probably didn't need to, like, I could have went 1 space lower, but... Oh, was that all of them? No, not that. Select all of those. But no, I apparently did all of the circuit boarding here, I think. But again, I don't know. After doing quests, I never know how to, like, elaborate my thoughts on them properly. But I really enjoyed it. I liked getting to hang out with Fremi. we didn't get to spend much time with him during the Archon quest, and the times we were, sometimes were just not pleasant. With him being poisoned by the primordial sea and all of that. So this was nice, and just the storytelling of like how we were we didn't know it at the time, but just helping her work out her own grief with and just being able to finish it once we discovered it too, putting together this story that just helped her at least, in her own way get to resolve something that she didn't get to actually do. I'm not wording things correctly at all, but it it's just very emotional, to say the least. Oh my god, do we get to keep a Thelxie at the end of this? I will happily get a Thelxie. And then we get our Fremi too, but I'm very, very I love this menu. I love their menus. But yeah, no. That has been Thelxie's Fantastic Adventures. I know at the end here it was just a lot of throwing puzzles together randomly, but I really enjoyed the event and I love this menu so much. And I know it changed. I wish I did a side by side because someone else pointed it out. I think I forget where I saw it, but this menu changed. We didn't actually see the sun in it at first either. So it's really cool. Really, really cool. And yeah, no. I think this is about where things will come to an end for now. Thank you all for coming. And I'm sorry for all, chaos, inability to read, and just any minor tech thing, in regards to the mic and all that. But I've really had a great time. I love Genshin and all of its events and stuff. Um, even when there are times I may have like minor nitpicks here and there and just other things, I love it. Um, and that's why I play it so much. But next time I'm streaming, it's not going to be Genshin. It's going to be something else. But don't worry, Genshin will never vanish. That is the one thing I can promise and guarantee. But on that note, seriously, I will be signing off for maybe at least an hour or two, and then I'll be back. But until then, I'm going to see you later. Bye bye.